All right, guys, we're over here at the Phats Tactical Facility. We're gonna do some first shots out of the box with the 365 Legion. Just came in. We're at the property, so we're doing a little bit of the first shots out of the mag and the first feelings, how it feels and everything. Before we do the actual unboxing and review and all that good stuff, we'll do that when we get back indoors. So yeah, we're gonna take a first few shots with the 365 Legion for the first time and see how it feels. We'll see how it goes. All right, so we got our first shots out of the box just to see how it feels. We're not going for accuracy here. Tiny's gonna go first to see how the 365 Legion feels. Let's take a look. So first shots, how does it feel?
It's really soft. Recoil is not bad at all.
Compared to the macro, do you remember or not? I know it's been a while since you shot the...
It's been a while. I do remember the macro seemed too light in my hand because it would kind of pull out from the actual palm because it felt light and the slide felt heavy. And this sits down.
So that alloy, that metal frame is big difference.
It sits down in there and stays. It's nice.
It doesn't feel too jumpy, the recoil or anything?
No, you don't hardly feel that at all.
Good. All right,
really
first mag out of the box with the 365 Legion. There's Tiny's opinion how it feels. We'll keep on shooting. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take my first mag out of the box. These are brand new mags, so they're a little tight. We had trouble getting that first round. I don't know if you guys could tell that first edit. The first round wasn't loading. It was just super tight, but with more use, I'm sure it'll loosen up. But here we go. Feels small compared to my shooting the Canic or that Q5 that I've been doing competition. But I'm not going for accuracy, just how it feels. Oh, it is kind of soft. It's a little softer than I expected. It is actually pretty soft. You can definitely feel that weight, and we're safe. We can definitely feel that weight difference from the macro. Like Tiny was saying, that polymer version, it does feel like it is trying to escape out of your hand, so you have to have a good grip. Where this one just kind of sits in your hand, you can definitely feel it. I thought it was going to be a little bit more recoil, but that metal frame helps, that alloy frame. Those Legions are nice, so it's shooting pretty soft right now. All right, we're going to have our second mag for Tiny. Third mag overall. We're at about...
The grip on this is nice. Like it sticks.
Oh, the texturing?
Yeah, the texturing.
Yeah, it's got that,
right
that
here
pyramid
and on this
texturing in
back.
the front and the back, different than the macro.
It's really, it's really nice. It gives a good firm hold.
We're at about 18, 20 feet. How's it feel?
Nice.
Feels nice.
I
Feels
do
soft.
like it. Yeah, it's soft. I like it a lot. I feel like it shoots a little left right now.
Just a little left.
Yeah, but I'm not the most accurate either, so.
Oh, you get there. You're not horrible. Good job. All right, let me get my second mag in with the 365. It's really nice. That slide release or slide catch, I think it's the one on the, it's the extended one. I can tell because of my macro, it's more flush. So I like that because I always change those to an extended one anyway. We try, just see how it feels. Try to shoot some doubles, see how the doubles feel, how it comes back. One single one there. Let's go for the head box. All right. Really soft shooting. It's really controllable. Let's take a look real quick. I mean, I wasn't trying to really be super accurate. Just trying to see where they're hitting. Kind of hard to see. We got the sun in front of us. Here's the 3 I let off for the head box. The second 2, it does return. That might have been me driving the gun down, obviously, if they're going down. And then I shot these 3 a little bit better, but I think again it's me driving the gun down a little bit here because the first one's on point and the next 2 kind of go down. And then when I was shooting center, looks like the sights are off to the left a little. I'm aiming here, my point of aim, and they are a little bit off to the left. But I know we're gonna put a red dot on it later and fix that issue. All right, guys, we're back from those initial shots and we're still here at the ranch. So I got my makeshift table on top of a USPSA target here. Got some nice natural sunlight. But you guys saw the footage of the first shots out of the box with it. Really soft shooter, but let's do the unboxing and the review the specs and get some close-up looks at it. We had our first, I guess, malfunction or problem already. The Sig box, I already lost the latch. It broke off over here. But if you guys buy Sigs, you guys know these latches are just super flimsy and cheap. So I already lost one. Casualty of war. But here we go. And let's go ahead and show that we are clear. Nothing there. You guys can see it is empty. All right, so let's see what it comes with, right? Of course, you know, all your paperwork. If you buy a Legion, you get this really cool little Legion. Welcome to the club. You get your stickers, your Legion stickers, a big one, a small one. I think this is a clear with the white letters. Kind of just tells you get some free gear, exclusive access when you're emailing for, like, you know, members. Get some new gear, new merchandise that's coming out. Exclusive communications. So you get like a Legion rep that you can directly talk to, which Tiny had to talk to somebody for a 226, the optic plates, because some of the RMRs, or excuse me, the RMSCs weren't fitting properly. So apparently you needed some sort of special screws for that version. I don't know if this is the case for this Legion one itself, so we'll find that out later. So it kind of tells you that. It tells you to go register. You get a free bag, a free little Legion coin for the, you know, the specific model, so 365. So it's kind of cool. You get some of this stuff for free. Then of course your manual, you know, your advertisements and stuff like that. And then pretty much that's it. So there's no cheapy speed loader. There is a lock behind there, so I'm gonna think everything comes with a lock. But you get 3 metal mags, 317 Legion mags. So you guys can see there, I do like that. Always more mags, the better, right? Because some of these mags are like 50, 60 bucks by themselves. So any extras would be nice, save you some money. So these are the standard 17 round macro mags. They just have a different metal or maybe aluminum base pad that has the Legion symbol there at the bottom. That is the only difference. That's the only difference in these. These are, again, the stock 17 macro mags. We'll talk about mags and interchangeable mags a little bit later on. But let's talk about the Legion, the 365. You guys saw it's a really soft shooter. Obviously with the extra weight, it does shoot better than the standard macro. Really awesome pistol. I mean, I really like shooting it. But let's go ahead and get into the dimensions. I always like to get that out of the way. Again, so nothing different other than the metal frame and a couple little small things. But the main specs is nothing different from the macro itself, right? So it's the built-in compensator, just like the macro. So it's the same 3.1 barrel, no different barrel in here. It is overall length 6.6 inches. The width is 1.4, so still relatively thin, but not quite 1 inch thin. So it's about 1.5, right? It's, I think, exactly 1.4 according to the website. Overall height 5.2. With an empty mag, 26 ounces with the metal frame. I think the plastic one was right around 20, just over 20, so you get a few more ounces there, help with that recoil. So those are the dimensions, and let's go ahead and go from top to bottom. Our slide, again, same macro slide, just a different color. Obviously, this Legion Cerakote color, but the serrations are the same. Nice little deep serrations. You can always feel those to get you a good grab right there. You shouldn't have any issues with that. They're nice and deep. And then of course you get your back serrations as well, for you back cockers. Back cockers. All right, there you go. You get your optic plate. So this is optic ready with the nice little Legion logo on there. And it is the RMSC footprint. So Holosun 507K, 407K, the little smaller ones. So that is, again, RMSC. Your sights, you do get the X-Ray 3 night sights, day and night sights, so that's pretty cool. I think these are like $100 sights if you buy them direct from Sig. I wish they would have went ahead and went with suppressor height sights though. I mean, because if you're given an optic plate, most people are going to throw optic. Now I'm having to go and spend the extra to get suppressor height sights and switch these out so that way it can co-witness. So I would have preferred they would have thrown that in there for the price tag on these, right? These is the Legion model. I would have expected to see just a few more features other than just the grip and the alloy frame, which is nice, right? It's a big difference, but just something small I think they could have just thrown in there. You do get extended slide release or slide catch. Now I'm kind of coming down here. Yeah, so you do get an extended one compared to the macro. I do like that. It's a little bit longer, and I may or may not be correct, but I think this is the one that's on the TAC Ops. So this version is like kind of a combination of a few things, because I know it comes with the aluminum magwell, and this is the one with that comes with the TAC Ops. So this is the factory Sig magwell, and I'm almost again pretty sure this is the TAC Ops extended slide catch slide release. So that's kind of cool feature that they got two of those better features from the TAC Ops version. And those are our controls. You have your mag button here. I don't think it's anything different than the standard. It's just got your little serrations in there so you can kind of get, it doesn't just slide off. As always, perfect placement there. This is a smaller gun, so I have a larger hand, so you see I can get a really good wrap around on that, and my thumb just really easily just kind of comes there and I can manipulate that button, versus like coming off grip on like some guns and you have to kind of come off your grip and get there. It's always been a perfect spot, even the original macro. You get your Picatinny rail. And now I'm coming down to the bottom. So some of the things that change, obviously the alloy steel frame, right? That's a huge plus. Then you get this Legion G10 grips. These are really, really nice. They are aggressive. They're not going to bother some, but man, you really get a good grip on that. You really feel it, almost like it's lasered stippling, which I mean, I'm sure this is, but not the kind that we're used to. But really, really nice. Like even going across here, I can feel it kind of catching my skin a little bit, my fingers. So that really helps on this side, and then when you get your support hand, you can really feel it pressing into your palm back here. So another difference here is they have that pyramid checkering up here in the front, also across the back here. Really, really nice. I wish they would have kind of had it up here as well, since your dominant hand kind of goes up there. They also have it on the trigger guard underneath, so that's really, really nice when that support hand comes around there. But you really feel it bite down on the grip here in your fingers. You feel it on the inside of your palm on this side. And these here in the front, you really, really feel it. And I think that really does help you. And then you kind of got some serrations right here that almost kind of serves as an index point. They don't really protrude or anything like that. So it's not like a thumb rest or nothing. But it's a really good little index point that you can kind of feel them, and it provides some little slight grip for your support hand or your thumb there, which technically you're not supposed to be pressing in with that, right? That's just supposed to kind of rest there. So then maybe that'll help with the little sliding around. But really, really awesome. I think this Legion really does knock it out of the park as far as 365s. That compact size, I mean, it just, wow, you can still conceal carry this. It's metal. I mean, you saw the shooting is super soft, and then after this, of course, we'll get into our more accurate shooting, our accuracy and all that good stuff. You get your Picatinny rail, of course, that stays. The trigger, it's the same as the macro, which is why I changed mine to the M Carbo. I may look to make sure none of the springs are different in here, because they do share the same FCU. So I don't think they really did anything different to the trigger, so I may be swapping this out in the near future. I love the flat trigger. I'm a fan of the flat triggers. I really don't like the curved triggers due to my larger fingers. But I just don't like that these, you see how forward slanted these really are out of the box, and you got to come back kind of a bit there to get that travel out of the way, that pre-travel. And then when you're getting that press, there's a lot of pressure. You see it moving, still moving, and right when you get to about that 90 degree, it finally breaks. And let's look at the reset. Reset comes like all the way to the beginning right there. So it's a little bit longer, and for a Legion, I wish they would have really done some sort of adjustments to the trigger. Right, nice little pull there, but I just don't like all of this right here. I mean, that's just a lot. And then when you hit this wall, it doesn't break until 90 degrees here, right? So when it's kind of flat over here is when it kind of breaks. So there's a lot of mush there that you got to get to before it breaks there. Pressure I had to pull, and then it goes off. So I wish they would have, with the Legion series, given us a better trigger. Not that it's horrible, just was hoping for a better trigger. So I'll check the internals on that, and I may end up changing this to the short stroke M Carbo just to get rid of some of that pre-travel. Really nice pistol. I like it. Now we're going to take it to an indoor range once we get back in town. We're out here for the Freedom 4th at the Phats Tactical facility. We're out here at the ranch. Once we get back in town, we'll take it to the indoor range, a little more controlled setting so that Texas sun is not bearing down on us, messing with our vision. It's super hot. I'm dying over here, and I'm a big guy. That way we can get a more controlled, more true test of its accuracy, right? We'll do our usual accuracy test on this one. So let's take a look at this mag release on these. Again, this is the standard macro mags. It just has that aluminum base pad. And like I was saying, I mean, these are always in the perfect spot for me. Like no problem at all. I mean, they just load really easily, and to release them, I love the placement of the mag release on this one. Like, just like no problems whatsoever. And just in case you guys are wondering, the regular macro mags without these base plate do fit, but because it's a thinner base plate, you really got that, you got to get the meat of your palm in there to make sure it catches, or you got to press with your thumb to make sure it catches. And then of course these with the Legion base pads also fit the standard macro. So if you have both, you don't have to worry about buying a ton of different mags for each gun. They are interchangeable. It's just if you use the magwell or you have an aftermarket magwell, you may come across some issues of actually getting it to catch. You're gonna have to get your palm, the little back of your palm right here, way in there, or you're gonna always have to use your fingers to get in there. Because these are super thin, so any kind of magwell, really deep magwell, you're gonna need to do that. But again, they are interchangeable, so that's pretty awesome. All right, we tried 15 rounds in a 17 round mag. Trying to see 365 Legion first mag. Let's see how accurate it is. We're 21 feet.
5 and then I'm good. You done for today?
Soft, and it's shooting a little to the left, but as you can see, 1, 2, what is this, 1, 2, 3 inch group here. Pretty solid for 15 rounds, pretty much all in the same area. Really nice. Don't feel a lot of recoil. Really soft shooter, 365 Legion. Let's start doing our 4-round accuracy test and see how accurate it is. 365 Legion. Get some of that brass on everybody. Push that one up. Good slide lock. At 30 feet, my vision becomes a factor. Let's talk about it. So here's our 4-round group at 15 feet. You can see they're kind of all next to each other. Nice 2-inch group. Shooting a little left, but I didn't want to change my point of impact or point of aim. 21 feet, I know I kind of pushed these, slowed down a little bit. I got these two on top of each other within the inch. And then at 30 feet, I felt comfortable with these two. These I know I pushed. But again, at 30 feet, my vision becomes a factor. Really soft shooter, pretty accurate. I like it. Forgot which way I was going. So first two are pretty close. Push them down. Well, I guess the target's all the way to the sights are off a little to the left. Then I came up top. I think I really rushed that one. Didn't see the sight at all in the second follow-up shot. First one was pretty close to the target. Then I tightened up my grip enough to control and really tighten these two up. Really easy to get double taps. I'm sure on controlled pairs they'd be really, really nice. My one's aiming down. For some reason, I just kind of go down. So I hit the same spot where I aimed the first time, and then I pushed it down, came up top, a little tighter up top and on target. Really, really close here. These were pretty decent here. So I'm aiming bam, 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 bam. I'm satisfied not having a lot of time with that gun, probably less than 100 rounds. More training with it, I know these doubles can get even more accurate than that. Pretty nice shooting, really soft. All right, guys, final thoughts on the P365 Legion. As you can see, we are clear. Just putting the mag in here, empty mag. My final thoughts is this is the best P365 variation you can buy. The original P365 was a great gun of its time, but its predecessors, the other variations, have kind of just outrun it. I carry the regular macro, which I actually keep here at night. So I keep the normal macro, which pretty soon you're going to see a versus video. And you see here what I was trying to tell people is the Legion, it comes with an extended slide release or slide catch, and it comes with the aluminum magwell that comes on the tack op. So I really like that. On my macro, I still have the little standard little slide catch, slide release. So you can definitely see that there is a difference between the two. I like this extended one, really protrudes a little bit more. But yes, I love the Legion. It is the best shooting version of the P365s. And we've shot P365, the macro, the tac ops, the standard X, the XL, and then if you see my channel, you see we also shot the Fuse. This, I think, in my opinion, feels better. We're gonna do a comparison between the Fuse, this, and the regular macro, and kind of do a battle of the three and see if it holds up as far as accuracy, doubles, and all that good stuff. But I think as far as recoil and how it feels in your hand shooting, this is by far the softest, and I'm sure we can contribute that to the extra weight and the alloy frame down here, the metal frame. But this is the best shooting P365 that I've gotten to shoot. Definitely the pros is that the extra weight, right? It's keeping it a lot flatter. It's helping with that recoil. I love this Legion, these G10 grips, these little, almost look like little honeycombs. They are pretty aggressive and they're not bad, but it's a really good grip there. And they have the pyramid checkering up here in the front and the back. That also helps with that grip there. And you got some little serrations here, like little index points for your support and for your finger here when it's off the trigger. I do love that. Great shooting gun. Again, very smooth, very accurate. Again, like the extended slide release. I love that it comes with the magwell. Like the aluminum base pads. It's just standard 17 rounders. The Fuse 21 rounders work in this as well, so that's an option. I don't think Sig sells them yet, but I'm pretty sure that's coming. Cons, I really wish they would have gone with suppressor height sights. I love the tritium front. I just wish with these optic plates, almost everybody today now, for the most part, we're going with red dots, and you're gonna have to swap these out for suppressor height sights just to get it to co-witness. I kind of wish they would have started with that. Maybe some sort of mag extension with the Legion. It should have been, other than the metal frame, just a couple little bit more extra, extra things that they could have added on to the pistol. But those are kind of minor other than the suppressor height sights. I would have liked that, or even like a bigger mag other than the 17. But my final thoughts is this is the best P365 out there, variation of it. Shoots flattest, shoots soft, easy to handle that recoil. And I guess, you know, being part of that Legion, it's expected to be the best of the best for this specific model. And for me, it truly was. You guys see the testing, you see the shooting. Drop your comments below, any feedback, put it down in the comments, and always look for me on Instagram under Phat_tactical. I can talk and DM there and communicate a little bit better out there. Appreciate you guys.